Hello and welcome to the Craftsman Truck Series. The real world Craftsman Truck Series is over for the season, but here on iRacing, there is no off season. We are here at Michigan for this one, and rolling off for qualifying we are. Always interesting when we get to the off season, because then you really never know what's coming up next on the schedule. This week it's Michigan. I think a lot of times it feels like they put tracks in the off season that for one reason or another the real life series didn't go to, or only went to once maybe, or even at tracks that are no longer in service. So that's always a bit of fun. We've got a new look right now because a couple races ago I tried to record and my computer blue screened, which was exciting, and when it came back, all my settings for iRacing and all that stuff, they were all... oh my gosh, why am I getting loose? It's the first time I got loose all day. Gosh, I'm gonna have to get another run to the line, I think. No, I can't. I risk blowing my engine. Sorry. Thinking about all this right now, because trying to set a good lap here. I don't know if the engine's going to make it to lap 2, so we're going to try to do this. But like I was saying, all my settings for OBS and stuff reset for whatever reason. And so I was like, okay, well, why don't we tear it down and build it better or something? So I've set things up a little bit differently. The audio levels and such might be a bit off at first. I'm going to be iterating on it and hopefully getting it right. But I have it set up to where I can actually use my widescreen monitor. Right now I'm seeing widescreen, but I'm still recording so that way it can fit on YouTube properly. So it means that you get a normal-ish looking view where I get widescreen so I can see farther left and right than you can. And I was able to get RaceLab to show up for you as well here in the top left, so you can see what I see whenever I'm referring to, oh, the strength of field is 3,600. Well, now you know I'm not being a big ugly liar. So you get all that information that I'm getting up there as well. And as we do a practice pit in here, you'll also get to see when guys last went to pit road. Oh wow, I can be much more aggressive with that. But it is going to take a little bit getting used to. I kind of want to make sure real quick that it actually is recording. It looks like it is. I also changed from game capture to display capture, so you're going to see more of what I'm actually doing sometimes. Wow, we are slow actually. Nobody else is qualifying. I mean slow, quote-unquote. We're 1/10 off. This is essentially Michigan Superspeedway in the trucks. Is what it is. I didn't change anything with this queue setup, so I don't know why it's asking me. Didn't feel like I needed to make any changes this week to the setup that OSR provided. Seems like it gets the job done. There's really not too much going on with the handling. I think it could get a little bit tight if you're in dirty air. Could get a little bit loose too, if you're driving on the seams and all that stuff.
You got plenty of fuel.
Let me make sure I get my volume good. So those are things I'm going to watch out for, but it seems like this is mostly, like I said, Michigan Superspeedway this week, with how low powered the trucks are. But hopefully it'll be an okay race. I hope that we can at least get some green flag running and have some fun. We'll see. So P7, second slowest of those who qualified. I feel a little bit off because things look a little bit different, and I'm trying to make sure that the recording is working properly, so a little bit distracted too. All these excuses to say I would have qualified near the back anyway.
We're aiming
Probably.
for around P6. The track temp is
we got a pretty strong field here.
The air temp is 67.
Guess we'll put up session last lap. And apologies in advance, as I say. If anything is out of place, anything like with the audio sounds wrong, I'll be listening back to this afterward and adjusting things. So if anything's a little bit weird this time, I'll be working on it for the next one.
Half the field is on the grid.
Even if it's just something like making the engine noises a little bit louder, or maybe I'm too loud or something. It looks like we have 60 laps here in this one and only about 35 laps of fuel, so not too much of a window there for us to make our pit stop. That's interesting. Only 2 sets of tires as well. Gonna have to be smart about how we use those. And here you see during qualifying we actually were on the right rear a little bit more, but the right front was a little bit hotter, so I feel like that's going to end up balancing out for the most part.
5 cars left to grid.
We don't have the data.
Trying to make sure I don't get an echo, but I need to turn my volume up a little bit. I don't like wearing headphones when I'm recording. I don't know why I'm weird about that, I guess. It just feels uncomfortable. So I usually have things playing out loud in order to prevent the echo. I have pretty aggressive noise cancellation type stuff. And it works for the most part, but sometimes, particularly when other drivers are talking on mic or something, it'll at times echo a little bit. And I try to prevent that by
rolling starts. Follow car number 4.
keeping my volume that I'm hearing down a little bit lower. That's also why sometimes it's hard for me to hear what people are saying.
Race car speed is 69 miles per hour.
It's sounding okay though right now. Hopefully we'll be alright. I made sure that my microphone was working in voice chat, because it was all of my iRacing settings just completely got reset. My iRacing crashed, and then when I tried to load back in, it made me run the graphics configuration again, like it was the first time I was opening it. So I don't know what caused it, but it had a bad time, to be sure. Definitely a second gear start, it looks like. Probably could be saving a little bit of fuel right now to potentially widen our fuel window a little bit, but oh well. I don't know if we're gonna make it green anyway. Sometimes, even though we get these big wide tracks, people try to make it 6 wide, and that goes about as predicted. But we're gonna get started here for some Craftsman Truck Series racing here in C Open. Going on green with everybody else.
Go, go, go.
Well, most people. Check up a little bit for the guys ahead. Checking up more for the guys ahead. Got some bump drafting going on already. Making sure we can keep it clean here right off the start. Gonna keep it to the bottom. 2's getting his nose out there. Okay. I'm gonna 3 wide because someone's backing out back there. Got some guys getting pitched sideways up ahead, but all good. 2's getting around me. I'm just gonna file in behind.
P6.
Watch out for aero tight. Looks like we're fine. It feels like it. Guess you can't really see air unless you're Dale Earnhardt or something. I lifted a little bit, and that gave the momentum to the 5. He'll catch up to us. Not really trying to do anything too crazy right now. Just trying to stay in line, stay in the draft, because staying in the draft is going to be very important. Just like a super speedway. I think I'm going to have to adjust my spotter volume. It's a little bit quiet for me. The engine volume might be a little bit too high, because with my engine alone it seems fine, but with all the other engines around me, maybe the cacophony's making it a bit loud. So apologies if that's the case. Hopefully my voice is coming through well enough. Had a bit of a close moment up ahead, it looked like. That 11 getting cut off, maybe. But we're pretty much just riding right now. All staying in line. We had a couple of people shifting around, but for the most part, looks like everybody's playing nice.
Fuel will open on lap 27 and it will close on lap 33. We didn't record pit timings. The fuel estimates are not going to be great.
Probably don't want to be on that seam if I can avoid it. Probably just going to get me on my right rear more than I need to be. I really don't know how thing's going to feel once we get some laps in, though. Hopefully balanced. Question marks here, though, for sure. It'd be awesome if you could get that high line working, but I think it's just way too far around for these trucks. I think the only lane decisions we're going to have to make are going to be between the first lane or the second lane, like going around the bottom or going one lane up. Usually it feels like you want that second lane in turns 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4 your options are a little bit more open. You can run the bottom a little bit more. That seems like where most guys are wanting to be right now. Here. 5 maybe with a little bit of a run. Is he going to try to take it? Looks like it. Says I don't want to be behind this scrub. I'm just going to back off. All we're going to do is lose the draft if we start fighting this guy, so let him by easy. Not waste any time. Side-by-side's only going to hurt our tires too, if that even matters. I don't even know if tire wear is going to come into play here, to be honest. Feels like maybe you're getting less grip, but I feel like it's going to not matter too much. What if it does? I'll make some adjustments. Got my cheat sheet here always for pit stop adjustments. Should we ever need those? Loosen it up or tighten it up. Trying to kind of stay below the dirty air if possible. See a little bit of movement up there, but still single file for the most part. I appreciate that there's not just a bunch of 4 wide for no reason, because I feel like it would be easy to do that right now, but really, really not necessary with 52 laps more to go. We've got the 10 truck behind us 2/10, and then there's a 4/10 gap behind him. That's probably well within draft, but interesting that there's a little bit of a gap formed there. Interesting to see if tire wear, if it does become a thing at all, if we do get guys pulling away. Hopefully us. Hopefully we'll be in the front group if that happens. That still feels fine to me right now. Doing plenty of lifting that I probably don't even need to do, but it can't hurt. We're just going to be able to keep up with the draft anyway, so it doesn't hurt lifting a little bit more in the corners than maybe you feel like you need to. Getting a little bit looser when we get over that seam, but still nothing too concerning. Any semblance of a gap behind us between any of those trucks is now gone. Looks like maybe they're side by side for the lead up there. Wonder how well this draft is doing with our fuel economy. Looks like we've got a couple more laps than estimated right now. Maybe all the lifting giving us about a lap and a half or 2 laps extra fuel.
Full course caution.
And we got ourselves a yellow.
I try to check up there when you get sideways.
Closed right now.
I'm going to go ahead and say it's too early. Can't make it on fuel. Only 2 sets of tires. And I feel like we're not needing to use them too much anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and say no tires needed. I don't think we're falling off that much anyway. Track position,
We're under caution. It's
I
closed.
guess, might be
Next
important.
car is out. Line up single file behind car
It's hard to
number
say
5.
since we've been just in a single file line this whole time.
The pace car speed is 72 miles per hour.
Though track position's always nice, so you don't have to dodge the wreck. Whatever wreck happened was behind us. We'd need about 15 more laps or more to make it to the end on fuel. With that, only 35 laps on a tank-ish that we can do. Not a place that I think you could save very much either, because you're almost full throttle the whole lap. Even if we go green to the end here, we would still have to pit for fuel, so that makes me even more
Pits are open.
confident in just saving a set of tires. If everybody pits in front of us, we'll come get fuel, but I'm still not going to take any. We'll see what they do. No, not enough. Lots of people back there are, though. I just don't see it making a massive difference. If they start flying up on us, though, we might just back out, because it's not going to do us any good
Pit road is closed.
We're under
being
caution.
5
Pits
wide
closed.
with guys on fresher tires and maybe like a couple tenths faster, if that. Hopefully the UI stuff is looking okay. I rearranged a bunch in
You
order
need close
to
gap the
make
guy
things
ahead.
look
Please, Colton.
nice with the 16:9 ratio. Like I said, I've actually got more room to the left and right, so I had to move my stuff in a little bit and then crop my actual video. So like my cursor here can go beyond the border and move past like this caution flag, for example, and I can see beyond that. But I had to move all my UI so you could see it. So it's kind of like an interesting thing having to move stuff around. So hopefully everything looks okay. Maybe I might consider making it a little bit smaller if it's taking up too much of the screen. I would love feedback if you're watching and you're thinking like, gosh, I can't see the dang track. His
We're
grease
under
slab
caution.
is too
Pits
big
are
or
closed.
something. If you're thinking that, please let me know. Maybe it's too small.
Any damage out of
I
that?
don't know. That goes with the audio as well. I'll probably be able to look back, listen back as well to this video. I did testing, but
Sorry about
sometimes,
that again.
like
I
when you got like
checked up a little
10
and I
trucks
still
around
got you
you,
in that
you don't realize how loud the
clear
engine
when
noises
you're
are
getting
until then.
Oh, no, that was your fault.
Follow
I
car
You
don't
have
know.
these guys talking over me, you can't hear
You
me.
might took the air off
Stuff
me,
like
or-
that.
I don't know. I just got loose right there.
It stinks that all my settings got reset because I had so like carefully tuned it to exactly how I wanted it over so much time, and then all of a sudden it's back to default, and it was definitely not sounding or looking good on default, so I had to fix it all up. But I'm trying not to think about that too
Still got
much
damage, but apparently it's not repairable.
out here on track. It's a big distraction, trying to just think about racing. Hasn't been too crazy so far, at least. It might get crazy
Hey,
though
you
with
guys
these fresher
look
tires
at
behind
the
us, and put back
Everything
side by
good?
side
Everything
on the
good?
restart.
Thanks. There yet? Now we're entering green.
How much damage did you got out of that 16?
6 minutes.
Got some guys that were involved in that
two
wreck,
guys
I
did it,
guess.
but he didn't
Got
get
some
on the time
damage.
first, so.
At least we have been able to avoid that.
Ready, going green.
Always a chance, though. Finishing up a lap 14 here and getting back going green.
Pace car's just left.
Time to do your job.
Green flag, we're racing.
The leader is running 43.3.
Pretty solid jump. Holy cow, that was aggressive for no reason.
Still there.
It felt very aggressive for no reason.
Keep high. Stay high.
Should we give room?
Still there at the bottom. Clear inside.
Car ahead is Joseph, car number 11. Their rating is 3.5.
Okay. And stay in the draft.
Stay low. There's a car on the right side. Go low.
A little bit loose. Fighting it a bit.
You're in the middle. 3 wide.
And almost taking 3 wide.
Go low.
And we are taking 3 wide.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear. 2 wide. Still there. Still there. Clear inside. 2 wide. Still there. Hold your line.
Would love to just get back to single file. I don't think all this is necessary. I'm just trying to find my place out here.
Dave, car is 8.75.
After black. Video. 0.74. Still there. Hold your line. Keep low.
Not going to be able to get back into the draft here. The draft is very strong. But unlike ARCA, I think it's supposed to be that strong here. Trucks at Michigan. That's just going to be how it is. ARCA feels a bit overpowered. That seems probably what it actually looks like in real life. We're going to get some help, or we're going to get taken 3 wide again. A little bit of help. Good stuff, good stuff.
You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Car outside. 2 wide. Stay low.
Got to drive it in there knowing we got clean air. Even though we have to go to the bottom. I'm not going to cut that guy off because he's going to wreck me, probably running me over.
Still there.
I don't know the guy. He's probably a fine racer, but I just feel like cutting off a run like that is just dangerous.
You're on the bottom. 3 wide.
Got all these, oh, are we 4? We might be 4.
Still there. Clear outside.
These fresh tires coming up on us. Trying to maintain as much as I can here.
Still there. Hold your line.
Gonna higher line for a second.
Hold your line. Still there at the bottom.
Well, if you wanted excitement, we got it. We're not single file anymore.
Still there. Inside.
Lots of wiggling going on in front of us.
Still there.
Lots of lane changing, really aggressive lane changing at that.
The leader stood up 39.367. Clear inside. Still there. Still there. Hold
Turns out we're running the high line here after all. Not really by design.
Stay high.
I feel like I have to. Just trying to give extra room to the guys around us. Their fresher tires.
Stay high. Still inside.
Sketchy. Oop. Hard to tell where the wall was.
Cover the line.
Fine, no damage.
Still there at the bottom.
V12. That was 39.54. Okay, Colton, you've used half your fuel.
We have 4, I believe, in front of us. I hit the wall again. I don't know if I like this. Considering backing out. Pretty much at the end of this pack anyway.
Clear inside.
Yeah. I think I'm okay letting these guys just get in front of me. Want to stay in this draft, but we're not going to be able to compete much with the fresh tires regardless. Might as well give myself space to not get in a crash. It happens. You can see they're all 3-4 wide. We got about a second behind us, so as long as we can keep up with this draft, I think we're okay. Split decision with the tires there. Definitely interesting. It gave them just enough fresh tire that they can pass guys like me that are on the original set, but they're not going to be able to drive away. I think what I got to do now is just keep a sharp eye out for any accidents, like right there. Right there.
Fucking hold, sir.
Alright.
Your teammate pretended I wasn't there.
He's closed right now.
I don't want to hear it.
You got teammates?
What?
Where's my teammate?
I got fucking sandwiched by 2 nitro trucks.
Says his teammate just did
Pace car is
something.
out. Line up single file behind car
I want a
12.
teammate.
Pace car is out. Pits are
I really
closed.
wanted that Joe Green.
This is a single truck operation we
I'm
got
killed,
going
so
on
y'all
here.
can't hold a fucking line.
Pace
It's your
car
house
speed
field.
is 72 miles per hour.
Pizza, 12. Car.
Well, we're going to take
Drive that
fuel
one,
and
too.
tires. We should be able to make it to the end now. And we'll have another set for later. Which a lot of these guys probably won't, so definitely glad I
I'll replay
saved
for you, bitch.
one set. Because if we get a caution lap like 40 or 5 or 40 something, we're going to be glad that we have it.
Nate said it was his fault.
Curious to see what the tires say.
The pit road is now open.
I feel like they're going to be pretty even. Like I said,
Almost
it's
yellow. It's
really
right.
not feeling like we're using them that much. Just a tick below being a super speedway type race here where the fuel does not, or rather the tires don't matter. Fuels matters. You kind of need to be able to hit the gas pedal and go. That kind of applies to pretty much any track you're at, so. Interesting, the guys...
Allsworth
Okay,
is
the
pitting.
guys that...
Pit lane
pit-
speed limit
okay.
is 55
Pit
miles per
line.
hour.
Um,
We'll need to stop
that
again
guy
to
with
get to the
damage
end.
is just trying to fix it as soon as possible.
Box in. 10. 5.
We go ahead and just
3.
click that a couple
2,
times just in case.
1. Right here.
Rather be loose than tight. We are dead even, so that's kind of that kind of applies
87%.
to what I was
Left,
feeling there.
94%.
Feels great. Feels like we could do what we need to do if we should be required.
Move it, move it.
Plenty of room around
Only
us.
have one
Save a
tire
little bit of
remaining.
fuel,
They want you in single file.
just in case we get some green-white checkers.
Pasta, 7. Car.
I think some guys that pit before probably didn't take
Jump
tires.
to car number 5.
Looking like the 7 maybe got a penalty, so we're going to be going around him.
The pace
This
car
is
is
cool.
in.
I've raced him
Turn
a number of times. We've had some really great races, I believe. I remember one in particular, I think was it Kansas or Chicagoland at one point. We had a really good finish. That was a while back, but I know I've raced him in the Truck Series quite a few
Pace
times.
car is in. Turn 4. Pits are open.
He's had some bad luck here, though. It'll be going to the rear. Unless that's what he wanted. I know some people do stuff like that to just put
Come on, 15,
themselves
I
at
gotta
the
come
end.
back on pit road.
So what place are we in
Yellow
here?
car number 1 in
You're
the
on the
outside column.
outside this
Alright,
time.
Colton, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
We are P8. I know some guys in front of us probably didn't take tires there. Their tires aren't going to be that much older, but We might be slightly faster. So I think we're going to have to just try to move forward. Could lead to some dangerous situations here, but we can't just sit behind all the old tires, I don't think.
Alright, guys, don't murder me when you guys fly by me, please.
Might just try to follow this one truck through. I think he's on the same strategy as us.
Imagine all you guys on
And I guess you don't get 6,500 iRating by accident, so he probably knows how to get to the front. Twenty's starting on old tires. He does not want to make it to the end on fuel, I guess. I don't know, because he did not pit at all. I don't think there's going to be any concern about tire spin or anything like that, though. He should be just fine. He just might be a little bit slower through the corners. That might be where it bunches up. So, going green here. We got about half the race done. Half the race plus 4 laps.
Okay, Colton, the race car has just left.
Ready to go.
Green, 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 let's go.
You're in the top 10. The leader is running 44.13. Car inside.
Seventh position.
Still there.
Okay, about to find out who's got the fresh tires and who doesn't, I guess.
See us.
Maybe not this corner, but the next one. Nope. You can tell these guys don't, but we're going to get boxed in is what's going to happen.
Goodbye, fresh tires.
What's this going to look? How are you hitting the straightaway wall, man? What is that? Just have to lift because he hit the wall in the straightaway. Might be 4, 3 at least. Okay. And take a good look to the left. That guy's spinning. Maybe we'll get another restart. Unless he caught it somehow. How on earth did that not end up a yellow? This would have been a heck of a save. Get it loose there. I got a nose on him here. He's gonna pinch me. I'm not going to the bottom. That's not the bottom line I wanted to. Oh well, he got it. Let him have it. Don't want to waste time here. As long as he can keep up. I don't have no idea who's on what strategy because it just says on Race Lab there. Everybody pit on lap 25s. It doesn't say whether they took tires or not. I think that's an advanced feature of Race Lab on the paid version or something maybe. I don't have that though.
Okay, Colton.
3/10 gap is making me a little bit nervous.
The guy behind has just done
In front of the 8.
38.71.
I think we should be okay. There's a 7. He worked his way back up pretty darn quick.
That's half distance. It's tight. If you lift and coast, that's your quickest
Oh, that got weird.
Still there. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Outside, 2 wide. Clear up top.
That's how the 11's on old tires or what.
Sixth place.
Keeping up just fine at the moment. We are P6. So packed up with these guys, I almost feel like we have to look at the temperatures of the oil and all that stuff, the water and oil temps, in case we're getting too hot. We're so packed up, but I think we are plenty okay.
Inside.
7 looking to our inside.
Still inside.
He's not content where he's at.
Stay high to the car on the low side.
I guess we will just not be content where we're at.
Still there.
I'm going to get to the 11s outside.
Stay high
Your
to
lap
the
time
car on
was
the low side.
39.01. Okay, Colton. Lap times are pretty consistent.
Still there.
Man, this is tight racing. Exactly what you'd expect, I think. Gotta get clear of this 11 though.
Yellow flag is out.
And the yellow is out.
Single file.
What was that?
Pit road is closed. Past us 11. Sharp.
Too early for the next set. We're gonna keep at it.
His car is out. Line up single file behind car number 5. We're under
Turn right
caution.
across my
It's
nose.
closed.
I didn't get the lucky dog.
So we are P5.
The pace car speed is 72 miles per hour.
Doing okay so far. Truck's clean.
No damage to report.
Then make sure.
Check going into 2, please. Check out going into.
I know I grabbed the wall at one point, so I want to make sure. Could have an interesting situation here where maybe those guys take their last set and then they're going to be the fast ones again. Though that would be pretty bold of those guys if they wanted to try to
Pit road is now
take their
open.
last set,
yellow.
assuming we're
It's
going to go
open.
green. Oh no, don't do this. Don't do the packet loss. It's not funny. ISP playing pranks on me again. Don't do it. Someone sat on the cable. Okay, I guess we're good. Thank you. Got some guys maybe pitting. Pull up to make sure. Okay. More split decision. We got some more guys going down pit road back there, but looks like not quite definitive. Well, a lot of the back of the pack did.
We're under
But
caution.
other guys staying
It's
out.
closed.
This Nate guy is taking the blame for a lot of stuff. I don't know what's happening. Nope, they're sitting on the cable again. Stop it. Stop.
You're
Someone-
experiencing
Uh-oh.
network difficulties. If it
Oh my
continues,
god,
notify
please
police.
don't do this. Come on. We got mice chewing on the wires at the ISP headquarters. Are we good? Okay. I see that Q bar. It's shrinking. That's good. Poking its dang head out. Like it's a groundhog on February 2nd. But we're good. Alright.
Pace car is out.
At least it makes
Closed.
even the yellows exciting. Are we gonna disconnect? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. So we're gonna get the inside restart this time. I almost feel like the outside row is better though, because it's all about getting that draft once you get to the backstretch. So if we're going to be starting on the inside, we really do want to try to be
Follow
clear
car
by the
number
time we get to the
4.
backstretch so we can get
Resume
into
the end of this
the
lap.
into the draft, because that is just massive. I feel like that's why you see a lot of guys making really aggressive moves, trying to fall in line. I don't really quite get this early in the race, but later in the race I could definitely see having to be pretty assertive, getting in line. Another thing that is very reminiscent of super speedways.
fuel, but there's not much to spare.
Not much to spare on the fuel, I guess. I think we're just fine, though. Maybe we'll go fourth the rest of this lap, just to... fourth gear, just to be sure, but I think we should be just fine. I guess we do get up to 3 green-white checkers, though, and we're gonna have to make sure we're good for all that, so maybe I should have been saving more. Though if we're getting that many green-white checkers, I feel like the chances that we were not in one of them is increasingly lowered. Also known as decreasing.
Get ready, going
By
green.
people that have brains. Alright. Gonna be hard to see the leader here. Try to peek a little bit to the left.
Time to do your job.
Green, 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 let's go.
Get back in fifth. The car outside.
Alright, funny joke.
P5.
Still there, hold your line. Still there, hold your line.
Bro nearly got himself wrecked.
Clear.
Alright, Colton, the next car is Argan, car number 3. Their rating is 5.9.
So we're able to gain a little bit there. We were able to get into the draft. All good news there.
You're in
P4,
fourth position.
that lap was at
Leader is running
41.29.
41.17.
Trying to keep as much momentum as possible. Trying to lift very little. The 5 we know was pretty aggressive, so I can almost guarantee you he's going to make a move here. Not quite. We did get very close to our bumper. Oh, no, yeah, he's making a move. He's going the outside.
Still there. Stay low. There's a car on the high side.
He's got to immediately get that spot back.
P5, that lap was at 38.89.
Car outside. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Keep low.
Getting a little bit tight in that dirty air. So we're going to lose another spot. We'll get back in line, though. The 20's ripping it around the high line back there. He must have fresh tires. I think he must have taken his last set. He was in a hurry.
P6,
He's
that
bump
lap
drafting
was
us.
39.
I don't think I want to get in his way.
Car outside.
I'm going to let him go around here. Hopefully be able to file back in.
Clear outside. Inside.
No one ever wants to help, so we're going to get put side by side again.
Still there, hold your line. Still there.
Like we're all being a little bit assertive with 20 laps to go still, but
Still there at the bottom.
I'd be the goofball if I joined a Craftsman Truck Series race on iRacing and expected
The car in front of us is now car number
non-aggression.
20. Their rating is
Still there, hold your
2.5.
line.
We should be able to hold on to this because of the draft, although I got a little bit of draft there
Very high with the car
on the inside lane because they're 2x2 in front of us. Getting a little nervous. They're getting really close to each other's door up there. P2.
Very high.
P8, you've just done 39.19.
Still there.
He drives hard down to the bottom. Gets that done. We'll be able to file in here.
Still inside.
Or not.
Clear.
He decided not to.
The car inside.
We're just getting stuck in this dirty air real bad right now.
Still there, hold your line. Still there, hold your line.
These guys... Uh-oh. That's bad. Are we okay? We're okay.
They want you in single file. Pit road is closed right now.
I guess we come take our final set now. I think some of those guys definitely took some tires. 9 definitely did. He
Hello?
pit lap 35.
Yeah, I could ask you that too.
Car.
Simple, but definitely intentional.
Yeah, okay.
That was intentional?
It
I don't
wasn't intentional. He was just trying to side drop. One of those things that happen.
Race
I
cars
don't
out
know about
in
that.
single file behind car number 11. We're under caution, pits are
I don't
closed.
know what's happening. Something maybe intentional, maybe not. I'm not really paying too much attention to who's mad at who this race.
11. Race car speed is...
Remember, something
32
involving the
miles
two
per
happened
hour.
earlier.
The base car's in, turn 2.
Catch up, 8 car.
Racing fucks me on lock. You hear?
So we'll take our final set.
Did you get damage on that?
A little full of fuel.
Nah. I 0x bump drafted into 3, and I'm not getting a lucky dog candidate. So
Oh, that
iRacing's gonna do
sucks.
that to me.
Bump drafting makes you not be the lucky dog. That's rotten.
Huh?
Never heard of that happening, but I guess I'm surprised that doesn't happen more often, especially
You
on the
get
bigger
lucky
tracks.
dog then
Yes, I did.
this game.
Guess everybody's going to be taking their last set that still has one. Looks to be that way.
Watch your speed. We'll fuel you to the end of the race.
Alright. Make sure we're filling it full of fuel.
Pit box in.
There we go.
10,
I want all the rotation I can get.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
92, 92. So still pretty
Front right.
just even on the tires.
92%.
If
Front
right
left,
sides only was a
96%.
thing. Using the left sides a little bit.
Okay, punch it. Just hit the tires. Make them last the rest of the race.
He gained
They
one
want
spot.
you in single file. Pasta, 4 car.
Ford disagrees. He's going to muscle me out of the way. Despite the fact I'm in front of him. He went from third to not third, so I'm not sure what happened with his stop, but we just beat him out.
Catch up to car number 11. The base car's in, turn 3.
Almost beat the 11. Got some guys that stayed out. Probably don't have tires to take,
Full course yellow, pits are open.
but we're in it to the end now. It's going to only get more aggressive from here, I imagine. We've got some people heading down pit road there. Interesting.
Follow
One to
car
go,
number
next time
8
by.
in the
You're
outside
on the
lane.
outside.
Alright,
Right,
what
Colton,
position
get
we
ready.
in?
Race will resume at the end of this lap.
P6. We're going to be third row outside. Beating the 4 out got us a row. I do think the outside lane is where we want to be, although I think what matters most is just which lane goes faster on the launch. Which might not be the inside lane if the 20's leading it off. I don't know what the tire situation is for the other guys, but the 20 is going to be a little bit slower through the corner, most likely. He was out of tires. He needed that to go green to the end. This is the part where most likely we'll get wrecked. If we were going to get wrecked, it's probably most likely going to happen here, but we're going to hope not. see if we can't get this thing to the end. It'll be 14 to go on green. Best case scenario, we finish it out green and have some fun, close racing, but I have the feeling we're not done pacing yet here today.
About to go green. Stay focused.
Be watching the 20 in the restart zone.
The pace car has just left. Green flag, we're racing.
Oh man, could have been much better in the launch. That was not great.
6th place.
At least we get single file. Not my finest work though. Go ahead and take the shortest way around.
Dave, car number
20
1 is
off
leading the race.
pace.
The next car's the leader. Inside. Still there. Stay high. Clear inside.
Get up in this clean air right now.
Car inside.
Oh, I had to live for this guy. That was not cool.
Stay high. Clear inside.
Or nearly wrecks him on entry too. I was on his outside, but I lifted because he wanted to block. Not worth it with this many laps to go. There's not many, but there's not one, essentially, is what I'm thinking with that move. You know the 3 is going to be aggressive, blocking off things like that. We might have another chance here to do it. Or is going for some side draft.
P6.
Fastest slap of the session for us.
38.48.
Or he's trying to slide in front of him. That's close. Going to the inside.
Outside.
Block.
Stay low. There's a car on the right side. Still there.
Not happening. That was not good. Get back in line.
Car inside. Still there.
I gotta make sure the 7 can't get it done on us.
Last lap was at 38.73.
Still there.
Right, so he's in the same position I just was. It's looking like you have to make a pass on the outside.
Clear inside.
That could drive into the corner. Just about being in the draft on the straightaway, though. You cannot be on your own. 10 laps to go.
That's your quickest today.
Tried to gas it up, get to his outside, not happening.
Inside. Clear inside.
Hey,
Racing's
Colby,
not-
we should probably try to push since these 4 in front of us are all teammates.
Oh shoot, didn't know that. Okay.
That was 38.82.
38.839.
Didn't realize they were all teammates.
Clear high.
I thought this band on training paints.
Uh-huh.
I figured they'd be all fighting. If they're all going to be working together, then we are going to have to work with the 3 here a little bit. Can't get close enough to bump draft him or anything, though.
Lap times are pretty consistent.
Car inside.
7 says he's not working with us.
Stay high.
Can't really blame him.
Still there. Still there at the bottom.
Ooh, he clears us, but just barely, not enough to actually close it off. This is very good.
39.12.
He's gonna be able to clear us. Shoot, man. Could use a little bit more turn, maybe, but it's too late for that. It's just because of this dirty air, though, that I need it. I don't understand how guys are faster on the straightaways, it feels like.
Your lap time was 39.24.
Yeah, I need more turn in this thing. We're not quite fast enough to keep up. We're just going to have to try to hold on to P7 here because I don't think we're going to get much more.
Okay, Colton, the next car is Holdsworth, car number 7.
We somehow killed our right front.
1.5.
Going hard these last couple of laps, I guess. You're not going to be able to keep him behind us anymore.
P8, that was a 39.69.
Yeah, I can't keep that much throttle in it like these guys can. Got a big gap behind us, but these guys are just going to drive away at this point.
Car number 5.
That's a bit of a dud ending. Whole race it felt fine, like we were doing okay, but trying to push it in that dirty air really made the truck too tight on us.
Is now leading.
Let's try to go to the bottom here and see what happens. What's going to happen is nearly hitting the wall on exit. But the high line. Anything for us up here? I don't know if the runoff is going to justify the longer way around. Yeah, we're just slower than these guys at this point.
2 to go. That
Bummer.
was 39.87.
Oh, something happened. With the 3, I think. This truck is not turning. Okay, we're way too tight now. Man, I wish I had pushed earlier in the race then a little bit more, because then I would have realized it was going to get tight and maybe adjusted for it.
Good battle, 13, good battle.
Get it over yet.
Right now looking like P8 unless they wreck here on the white flag. At least it won't be a green-white checkered.
White flag, one more lap. The gap to Bogard ahead is increasing. It's now.
When you're on 24 lap old tires and they're on 14.
Trying to make this work. Man, that's a bummer. I wish I could be up there racing these guys, but just lost it at the end there. We'll finish P8.
Dave has won the race. P8.
Alright,
Okay,
still pretty
it's
solid.
over.
Strong field,
That's the
so
end of the
P8's not too bad. 6 truck. Pretty close to where we were supposed to finish. But just found out too late that the track was a little bit on the tighter end once you got in that dirty air, and if you tried to push a little bit. Maybe I should have just anticipated having to push harder and went ahead and used a little bit of adjustment. Yeah, look at that, 85, 88. So you saw all the other times we had been even, but that's because I wasn't pushing as hard. I push a little bit harder, then we get that slight bit of imbalance, and whenever we're all flat out, basically, that slight bit of advantage for the other guys is what's really going to matter. So, average race, I guess. Right about where I should be finishing, I guess. But we will go and take a look at what happened out here. Again, just glad we did not have to do a green-white checkered. Replay's really quiet, actually. Let me adjust that volume. Replay volume. Yeah, that's a little bit better. So, let's see. What happened out here? Lap 11. 20 getting loose. Man, he got damage. So not only was he on old tires for a lot of the race, starting up front, but he had damage too. That's probably why he felt like he needed to take the early tires as well, because he slid around there. So the 2 gets loose, and then they all get caught together here. I saw that happening on the low side, and I was just hoping nobody came up and got us. So what caused that? 3 wide. Yeah, it's the 2 gets loose, comes down and touches the 8. So it was him getting sideways, looks like. And then they're all just bouncing off of each other from there. Fortunately, Frosted Flake's not able to avoid him either. So a couple guys damaged in that one. That's a guy that probably would have finished ahead of us that didn't. He goes and gets all that fixed. There he goes again. Not too worried about the penalties, I guess. Oh no, and then the 14, huge netcode. I know the 7's from Australia, so that probably played a part in that. But the 14 was already losing it, and then netcode just made it worse on him. And then the Havoline truck, unfortunately, just clipped in it as well. And then I think that wasn't a yellow. Oh, the 14's only making it worse on himself. That might have been a yellow, I don't remember. I remember one of those wasn't a yellow, though. And the 19 is going to run into the back of the 9. He gets the worst of it, though. He sends himself sideways. He just kind of no-lifted him. And 18. Whoa, that almost looked like a blowover. That was weird. There's not actually blowover physics, but the way I guess they connected it, it almost looked like a blowover. That was kind of cool. But the 18 gets loose on exit, comes down a bit too far out of there, and then a little bit of netcode assistance finishes all that off. That really looked like it was almost a blowover. Unless they like sneaky added blowovers to the trucks without me noticing. Without anybody noticing. I don't think that's a real thing, but it's a cool looking wreck. I don't think these guys would agree, but I guess we can say so from the safety of the post-race incidents. Yeah, we're just getting caught up right there. $20 getting turned. Yeah, that's the 5, I think. The 5's just pinching really hard. Yeah, I feel like that's on the 5. I feel like those guys are all running on the top, and the 5's trying to do side draft, I guess, and he just got a little bit too close there, and for some reason it pulled him to the left. I don't think that really made too much sense. I feel like he was enough alongside him that it really shouldn't have pulled him to the left like that. I guess he did have the momentum going backward. Maybe that contributed. I think the 5 maybe just being a little aggressive there, but getting closer to the end of the race, so can kind of understand it, I guess. 20s had a rough race. And then that was... Nope, no, it wasn't. I was about to say that was it, but... You're a half bump draft kind of weird thing. Gets the quarter panel of that guy. And then that would be the end of the race, because this is just the 3 messing about after it's over. So that will do it for this one. Your winner is the number 1. Sorry that you can't really see it. This is the best solution I have. But we're going to look at the race results page anyway. This is the first time I'm going to do this process. So bear with me for a second as I figure this all out. We're going to turn that off. Nope. Nope, we're not going to turn that one off. That was the sound. We're going to turn this one off, turn this one on, and then we are going to bring this one up, and hopefully you can see that. Yes, I believe that is good. Okay, so we lose 1 I rating. It said, you stink, buddy. You lose an I rating. And 3630 strength of field. I feel like that's a little harsh. I feel like that was a pretty decent field. And we got ourselves a top 10, top 8 even, 135 championship points. I think pretty decent result. You know, solid day. Decent at best, but decent is, I think, right where we are. Interestingly, we just didn't have the short run speed either, I don't think, because you look at our 38.7, like these guys all, whenever they needed to go fast, they were faster. Maybe I just needed a little bit more turn in the truck, mechanical grip or whatever you call it, and that could have gotten it done for us, but here's the rest of your field. We will finish P8 in this one. And from there, I will say goodbye. So that'll do it for this one. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed some trucks at Michigan. And hopefully all the settings were working all right. Hopefully volume and the format settings and stuff were okay. In the future, I'll probably unclick this so that's not in the way of the race results page and stuff. But for now, that'll do it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.